Oh, what's up?
I'm in trouble.
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up? Oh, rich kid. Oh, what's up? Excuse. Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up? Oh, rich kid. Oh, what's up? Excuse. Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up? Oh, rich kid. Oh, what's up? Excuse. Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up? Oh, rich kid. Oh, what's up? Excuse. Oh, what's up?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know I say this every single slot video I make, but ladies and gentlemen, this one is going to be the easiest to follow and probably my best slot tutorial I have put out yet. If you guys remember last slot video, I asked if you guys wanted a starter pack. Of course, you guys want a starter pack. We are hooking you up in this video. Ladies and gentlemen,
It be like smooth. What? Can you teach me how to dug it? You know why? Cause all the bitches love it. Ay. All I need is a beat that's super bumpin'. And for you to back it up and dump it. Get it. Put your arms out front, lean.
right behind me here, look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to say Kato has made you guys a slot car starter pack with lots of body kits, a super nice NB Miata, and this just, dude, huge shout out to Kato for making all this. Go give him like a kiss on the cheek or something like that. Hey, yo, what? But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you guys how, step by step, how to build your slot car. So obviously, I'm going to be showing you guys how to put on body kits, how to do paint, how to do the chassis, wheels, suspension, all of that stuff, and even lights, which I hate doing lights, but it's actually kind of easy. I just figured it. Buckle up your seatbelts and get ready. By the way, if you guys want to download this starter pack, the link is down below in the description. Now, if you're actually looking to learn how to build slot cars, then stay tuned. If you're just getting this video to get the Miata and the car and the parts, then I guess I'll be seeing you. Please stay, though. Please just stay the video. Just watch the video. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into this. So obviously, first thing, I don't have any wheels. I'm going to include some wheels in the pack. I just need to figure out what wheels I want to put in the pack and stuff like that. But Kato, I know you're watching this video. I'm slamming this thing with negative 20. First things first, ladies and gentlemen, the chassis. So we have the car chassis right here. This is the chassis actually off Kato's car. So here's his Miata, ladies and gentlemen. This is what yours could be looking like after this thing. So obviously he's got some seats, he's got a steering wheel, he's actually got a radio and a couple other add-on things. I'm not going to include all these add-on things and whatnot. I'm just going to do the basics. You guys can do your own stuff. I'm not going to include too much. So yeah, this is the chassis. This is actually the easy way to do this. So without actually doing a chassis swap, all you have to do is literally, so obviously you're going to want to like fuse these together. So I'm going to go to model, I'm going to go to the align tool, I'm going to hit them with the XYZ. I think that's probably right, and there we go. I just fused the freaking car together. And then you want to drop the NB Miata. This is the body, so you basically want to drop this in the body, and there you have it. So ignore the brakes and everything like that. The brakes I will do in a second, but yeah, that is how you put a chassis on the car. Now this thing will drive. But if you're doing a chassis swap, basically all you have to do is take the wheels, add a misc. Usually what I do is I just add a blank misc, because some cars I'm taking have like opening doors and stuff, and if a car I have does not want opening doors, then I just add a blank misc. Then you want to take all the things from the body. You want to take the these are for the doors. So if you have a car that doesn't want opening doors, then you delete these. You want to take the exhaust, the engine, the drag, and the downforce and stuff, and just kind of loosely put them in things. That's usually what I do. And also, if you're doing doors, take the motors and stuff. So this is all for the doors. And then you're going to want to take the chassis, just this whole thing, and then the drive seat as well. That's how you do a chassis swap. I've done it in previous videos, but that's all you need. But for this tutorial, all you have to do is fuse them together, drop the body into the body of the car. So pretty simple. Now we are going to get opening doors, and it's actually super simple. Opening doors is actually super simple. It may kind of seem overwhelming, but right here, this is the front left door. So if you do the method that I did, these are actually placed decently well. Do need to do a bit of adjusting. So do not adjust the WD. That is for the window. Well, you will adjust those in a second. But for right now, we're focusing on the doors. So usually I like to have it where it's just barely inside of the crack. It's overlapping the crack. And then you kind of have it sticking out right here. So then you're going to want to take this. You're going to take the C-frame position to this. Go to the body. Get the body hinge. Paste that in here as well, and boom, there you go. So now the front left door is opening. You're gonna do the window as well, which the window thing, this is already pretty good. I'm gonna put it a little bit lower, I think, and maybe a little bit. Nah, I'm gonna keep it like right here. Put it a little bit lower, and then that should be good for the window. This one does not have a hinge in the body, so that's all you gotta do there. So the front left door is done. Now, I don't know why the hinges for the window on the front left doors on the front right door. I don't know, but that's correct. It's correct. It's correct. Same thing for the front right door. We're gonna go to the door. We're gonna go to the SS. Slide it down in the crack here. Just take the SS, go to the front right, and then boom, right there. And we're gonna take the window for the front left. I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. That actually looks pretty good. Oh, by the way, the WD. Take the WD and make this the same as well. I completely forgot about that. Make sure these are both the same. Just make sure both of those in the same spot. It doesn't matter which one you move first. Make sure they're both in the same spot. All right, next, you're going to actually put the door in here. Now, for the sake of this tutorial, this is super easy. Like I said, shout out to Kato. He organized everything for us. So all you have to do is drag the front left into the actual door, and then I'm going to ungroup it. And boom, just like that. You can see there's some click detectors, some warns, and everything like that. You're going to want to put them in both. So yeah, same thing for the front, for the other door. Drag it into the front right door itself, and then I'm just going to ungroup it, and then I'm going to take the outer metal of the door, put it in the front right, close that, and then you can select these by holding Control-Shift-V, and then it pastes that in there. Now, you're going to want the window too as well, so hold Alt, and you can select individual things on the car. Hold Alt, and then just drag this into the window, and boom. That is how you get an opening window. Same thing for the other side. Drag this into the window, and boom, there you go. So now the door should open and close, and the windows should work. Let's go test this out, and the car should drive. All right, so it's a great sign when you get in the stew, when you hit play here, and your car drops to the ground. When your car drops to the ground, and that's the chassis, like, initializing and starting up, and that means it worked. Okay, for some reason, there's no click detector on the door. Oh, that's why. I'm pretty sure this is why. Put these in the door. I'm an idiot. Don't put them in the front left. So the things that have the opening and door, the opening and closing, the click detectors, put them in the doors with the hinges. The same group as the hinges and the body script. All right, so here we go. Now it should work. Good Lord, that was loud. All right, well, at least it works. Sometimes you got to get in the car to... Okay, I got it. All you have to do is tilt them. I was rotating them. I was not tilting them. Do Control-T twice. All right, so that is how you do doors. We're going to also delete this wheel, which I'm pretty sure it's actually in here. Yeah, wheel. If you guys want this, you can take it and put it in the wheel thing, but I'm going to delete it since we don't need it. Kato had these brakes on his car, which I probably will not use those, so I can just delete these, and we're good to go. Now, what is this? Oh, that is the suspension. Oh, so I guess we could probably bring this up a little bit to kind of match. It looks to be a mesh as well, so I'm going to shrink it a little bit so it's not really in the wheels and stuff. All right, that's fine. You can resize all the stuff, won't matter. All right, so yeah, that is how you do the chassis and opening doors. Next is lights. So I have included shed lights in here. In shed lights, you see that there's body, drive seat. So obviously, I'm just gonna put this. I'm gonna put this in the body. So obviously, the thing in the body, you're gonna want to take this and put it in the body. So scroll up until you find body, drag and drop. Boom, just leave it right there. Drive seat. Drag these. Slap them in the drive seat. And then last but not least, we got plugins. Obviously, put that in the plugins. Now, you may think, oh, we're done with lights. Yeah, no. You see these arrows? Yeah, we gotta... Yeah, you know what's about to happen. So what you want to do is you want to go to the light modules. You do not need toggles, so you can delete these. Here's the indicators. Don't delete anything in there. Binded is where we're going to want. These are three choices. We have surface, spot, and point. I am going to use spotlights, so you can just delete these. I'm actually going to put a surface light in the interior. So if you want to do another binded light, I'm just going to put this in here. You do the model, title this, make it U, and then I'm going to put, I'm going to copy the light attribute, put it in here, and then I'm going to put the surface light in here. But we'll worry about that later. That's just going to be an interior light. So when I hit you on my keyboard, it lights up the interior. But we're going to do the headlights. So obviously, you're going to want to take the spot. You're going to want to align it with the headlight here. Just kind of right dead center. Bring it out a little bit. So obviously, you can barely see the light shining out there. And for some reason, the light is blue. So I'm going to make it white. I'm going to raise the brightness just a little bit, probably. It's like 10, maybe. Yeah, 10 brightness seems about okay. You can kind of see the light beam on the floor. That'll be just good enough. Then, what you want to do is you want to take the spot. You want to do Control D. And then do Control R twice and flip it. So you can get the light beam on the actual headlight so you can see that the light's on. But obviously, the range is kind of ridiculous. So you're going to want to take that down. Now, I actually did it on another car over here before I started this just to kind of get an idea. So the one that is going into the car, I'm going to go here, 45, 40, and 1. And obviously, now you can kind of see that it is lighting up the actual... So that's basically lights. You just got to do that a bunch of times all around the car and change the colors and all that stuff. So that's only for one headlight, though. So obviously, you're going to drag it over into the other headlight here. And there you go. Now we have headlights. You could just drive off like that. But let me explain this also. I kind of forgot to explain this. So in the binded, this is what a key is. Like if I hit L, it is going to turn on everything that is under the L. And then everything, when I hit U, it is going to turn on everything under the U. Basically, you got to think about it like this. When I hit L, what do you want to turn on? When I hit L, I want my headlights to turn on and my brake lights to turn on. My rear lights, I guess. So you're probably thinking, how do I do rear lights? Same thing. Take these two, Control D, and then do Control R because we're going to flip it to the back. And the brake lights on this car are the things on the outer edge. So you're going to kind of line it up. And then you're going to come in here. And you're going to want to make this red. And then, boom. And these are the same as the brake lights. So what you're going to do to get the brake lights, copy this again. You're going to drag into the brakes now. So when you hit the brakes, this is going to light up. Now with the brakes, obviously you want it a little bit brighter. So I'm going to make these... I'm going to make these a bit brighter. So we're going to raise up the brightness about, I don't know, 10. So I'm going to go brightness 20 and then brightness 50. So then when you hit the brakes, you can see it illuminate. And then same thing, copy it to the other side, Control D, drag it over, kind of put it inside the other one as best you can. So yeah, there you go. So now when I hit the brakes are going to light up brighter than it would when the other lights are on. So yeah, that's how you do that. Next is turn signals. Super easy, same thing. Take this, Control D, drag it over to the turn signal. Now, you obviously want to get it to where it is inside of the light and not on the car itself. So we're going to kind of watch where the light, see where the light goes. And there we go. And obviously it's white, unless you want white turn signals, then there you go. What you want to do is take these, you can do Control to select both of them, and then I'm going to make an orange. And then since these are turn signals, we're going to take these and we're going to put it in the indicators, and this is the left indicator, so we're going to put it in there. Drag it over to the right side, but put it in the right side. And boom, there you go. Same thing for the rear. Control D, Control R to rotate it twice. Bring that John back. There you go. Now we have turn signals, brake lights, and normal lights. Last thing is reverse. There we go. Now, honestly, I could just set you guys up. I could just give you this car. You know what I mean? I could just give you the car, and then you guys can put the body kits on and do whatever you want. But you guys, you don't learn how to make a slot car like that. If you guys really want to learn how to make slot cars, this is what you got to do. Look at that. And the brake lights work. It lights up the ground, too. Perfect. It lights up the ground. Now, honestly, it could be a little bit darker on the ground illumination. Quick intermission. Hope you guys are following along. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. Hopefully, somebody else can answer them, or I will answer them. I'm going to try to read comments as best I can on this video. Sometimes I kind of suck at reading comments. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, hit that sub button. Ladies and gentlemen, at 400,000 subscribers, I'm doing a 24-hour stream. I don't know what I'm going to do in the 24-hour stream. It depends on when I hit 400K. There might be some IRL car shows we go to. Might be some stuff we do IRL outside. I don't know. Inside, lots of segments. We'll see. But give me to 400K, ladies and gentlemen. I want to do this 24-hour streams. Like, I'm sleeping on stream. Like, everything on stream. You know what I mean?
If you guys like voice mod, you guys know that I use voice mod all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the link for the voice mod down below in the good old description.
Actually, before we do wheels, I want to do body kits. I want to get a body kit on this car because that is really what's going to help me figure out what wheels I want to put on this car. Wow, some of these come with engine bays. That is sick. So let's see, what front? There's a lot of front bumpers here. Kato just absolutely went to town. Now, my car, I'm going to do a drift car setup for this one. So obviously, I'm going to go a little bit more aggressive bumpers and stuff like that. But Kato gave us everything. Like, this is just a simple front lip. What you're going to want to do, what you want to do is obviously delete the front plate bracket. You obviously don't need a front plate. So in the paint, there are two, or in the front bumper, there's actually two different front bumpers. There's the paint, and then there's the clear coat. So there's the paint, surface appearances, and all of that jazz. Before you delete the bumper, what you want to do is take the C-frame position, reset the pivot first, reset the pivot, select the bumper, then reset the pivot, just to make sure it's good. So copy the C-frame, and then boom, put the bumper in. Now, it might not line up entirely good the first time. Obviously, it didn't really line up that well. But these kits are literally made for this car, so it will line up good. Yeah, I literally just had to drag it down a little bit, and it... All right, so same thing for this side. Obviously, the skirts aren't really on the car. There's actually no side skirts for this. There's no side skirts, so you just kind of have to place it. But these will fit nicely, so just kind of line it up. After you put the body kit on the car itself, you're going to want to put it in where the bumpers are. So I'm going to put it in the paint. By the way, if you do put stuff on something that is opening, you make sure to put it in the thing that opens. So obviously this is the front left mirror. So I'm going to put these both in the front left and the front right. Because yeah, that's how you want to, you want this to open with the door when you open the door. You know what I mean? We are done. Body kit is done. Now it's time for some paint. So obviously, since Kato blessed us with having this thing freaking, separated, I'm going to change my move studs to 5. I'm going to change my move studs to 10. But I'm going to separate the paint and the clear. So we'll worry about the doors and stuff in a second. Those are in the mist. All right, so then what you want to do, I want to paint this thing like a red. But before we do that, actually, obviously you can see in the clear coat, obviously, everything is transparent and 0.5, and it has this clear coat thing in it. So what you're going to want to do is everything that doesn't have this clear coat thing in it, you're going to want to select it all, copy the clear coat, and then do Control-Shift-V, and then it'll all input the clear thing. So I'm going to collapse this all so I don't have to look at all this. So that's good. It all has the clear coat, and we're all going to make it the same color as well. And the same transparency. So we're going to do, let's see, 0.5 is what it was. So now all of this is the same, except for these. So obviously input the clear coat in that, then 0.5. Now everything should be the same aside from the color, so we will do that color in a second. So for now, we'll make everything medium stone gray on the clear coat. And then same thing with the actual paint on the car. You can go through, select all this, and then you can select the children, pause, stop. You're gonna want to copy the paint before you do that, I guess. And then copy the paint in there, and then I'm just gonna collapse this all so I don't have to look at it. Change the transparency with this because this isn't the clear coat. Yeah, I'm adding some speckle to this. I just put my own speckle on here. If you have a speckle, you can do that. Obviously, material variant right here, or if you have a surface appearance. Now, I want to do like a... So obviously, then you're going to want to move everything back onto the car. Keep the studs, because that's what does this. The top is weird. So, and then we're going to want to... I want to change the color of this really quick. So, I'm going to go here. Oh my... This is the paint, obviously. So, I'm going to put the Ched speckle on this. And then now I'm going to take the maroon. I'm just going to remember 11700. And then we're going to go to the clear on the door. That's the jams and everything. Clear coat was just 4041. 4041 is the number here. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. My car is all one color. I don't think I forgot to do the door jams. The door jams are still blue. Nice. Well, I mean, I could do like a wrap RP, but like, I'm not... Now, one thing I actually forgot. On Kato's car, he has the speedo, the tack, and the wheel that move. So obviously, we're going to want all that stuff to move. So obviously, the speedo, it's actually super simple. All you're going to want to do is take the speedo parts, hold Alt, and then Control, and then you can select everything. This is obviously the tack, or the speedo, I mean. So we're going to put the speedo in here. We're going to put it in parts. And then you're going to take the C-frame of the little circle here and put the N, and then just paste it there. Super simple. So then now when you drive, everything will move. So same thing, hold Control, hold Alt, find the speedo. We're going to scroll down into the I missed it. We're going to go to the tack, put it in the parts, take the circle part of the needle, this, do the M, and then same thing right there. And then for the wheel, it's the same exact thing. In this, bro, basically in the stew, you do one thing and it is basically universal. So obviously we're going to find the wheel. Shout out Kato. Again, he freaking put the wheel all in one thing here. So obviously put that in the wheel, put that in the parts. I'm going to ungroup it. I don't know if that's going to mess it up or not. I'm just going to do that anyways. So you're going to take the, I'm going to reset the pivot. I'll take the parts, and then I'm going to take the W and then put that in the center. And now the wheel and everything should move. Okay, so I gotta say, this thing's looking freaking good. Now, the wheels, I'm not keeping these wheels. We're gonna do wheels and suspension in a second. Yeah, look at this. So, doors open, windows roll down and work, and then the speedo and the tack work as well. Look at that, and the steering wheel moves perfectly right in the center. Oh my gosh, dude. All right, so next thing and the last thing, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do wheels. Before we do that, actually, I want clear reflectors, because clear reflectors are fantastic. Now let's see here. So this is a color map, so I'm just gonna take the color map out, and there we go, clear reflectors, just like that. All right, I honestly don't know what it is with these wheels, but I freaking love these wheels. I've started to kind of notice them everywhere, and I have actually probably like fallen in love with these wheels. I think wheels are pretty self-explanatory though. I'm still gonna go over them though, so let me close all this stuff. So first thing you want to do, obviously take the front left. We're gonna take the actual thing and not the wheel, because sometimes the wheels aren't centered, but I don't know, I've always just taken this and never had any issues. So we're gonna take this, and then we're going to paste this in, and then it is the same. We're gonna size it up now too. Keep pasting this every time you move it. You're gonna keep pasting this. You want to keep these roughly the same size. That's kind of what I'm doing here. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna leave it like this. That's actually okay. Then what we're gonna do, bring this up. So put it in the parts genius, and then you're gonna delete this, and then boom, there is my TechnoSpeed Z2 on this bad boy. But yeah, there's the wheel. I'm just gonna copy and paste it all around to the other thing, so just the same thing. All right, so all 4 wheels are now onto our V. Pretty simple, self-explanatory. Now we're going to do fitment, because the fitment is absolutely just cheeks. So now that's good. Let's do our fitment now. So this is where you're gonna start moving your move increments here. So the front left, I'm gonna make this 0.1 instead of 0.01. I'm gonna bring this out like probably 1, 2. All right, and then I actually have to play the game and get in the car. Holy crap! The height after I get in the car is actually perfect. This height is actually perfect. So obviously this is a drift chassis, so I'm not going to be messing with the camber or any of that. I'm going to bring out the rear wheels like a significant amount. That's not too bad looking. Not bad for a little Miata here. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, that fitment, that's like a little too tight here. We need to bring that in like just a little bit. But wow, the fitment is actually on point. I'm extremely pleased with this car right now. Holy crap. If you are adjusting your fitment, don't move the actual wheel itself. Move these things. It moves the entire thing. I think that's probably the better thing to do. I've never had any issues. If your brakes end up clipping your car, all you gotta do, obviously the rotor rolls with the wheel, so it is in parts, and then the caliper is in wheel fixed because it is fixed to the wheel. You just want to select them both and then move them back evenly all around. But mine do not clip, so I'm just going to leave them. But that is how you move the rotors back or forward if you need to. All right, so that is wheels and suspension for you guys. That is not suspension. Hold on. That is wheels and fitment. Suspension, if you guys do want to change the camber or stance it or anything, here's where you adjust the camber. You go into the chassis tune and you adjust the camber in here. As well as if you want to adjust the height, you can go down here. You either adjust the sus length or the pre-comp. You either adjust them up or down depending on if you want to raise the car or lower the car. And these are really, really sensitive increments. So if I lower the sus length from 2 to 1.9 or 1.8, it is going to lower the car a significant amount. So if I just want it lower just a little bit and I'm already at 2, I do 1.95 and that'll just lower it a little bit. But the height is actually perfect on the car, so I'm not going to change that. But same with the sus length. If you do want to raise that, this is actually in the negative, so you're going to want to make this positive maybe if you want to raise it, or to keep it negative if you want to keep lowering it, and make the number greater. So if I want to go lower, obviously 0.45 or 0.55, I'm almost 99% sure that'll make the car lower since it is in the negatives. Or I guess there's another way of doing this. You can take the body and actually lower it, but you have to make sure you grab the misc, the body, and the drive seat all in one, then lower it. That is how you can lower the car another way, but I always use the chassis tune. It is way easier. All right, so that is that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do some seats and interior things. But seats and interior is just super, super easy. Now, I'm not going to include any seats in this. All I'm doing is the body kits, the car, and then wheels and stuff like that. If you guys want seats, you can go search for them. All right, so like I said, everything is like, dude, studio is like, once you do one thing, it's like universal. So seats, super easy. This is the left seat, I believe. So I'm gonna take C-frame of this. I'm gonna take this left seat here, paste it in, and wow, it's actually a good size, actually, huh? That's actually very surprising. It might be a little wide, but yeah, literally super easy. Then obviously drag it, put this, yeah. But steering wheel is where it gets a little bit different. Steering wheel's a little bit different. You guys doing a steering wheel. It's actually pretty simple though. Same thing though. Actually, well, before you delete the wheel, you're gonna want to take the C-frame of that, and then I'm going to paste the wheel in, and I'm going to make sure the rotation is about the same. I'm gonna go drag it into the parts, and then I can delete everything else. Now we're not done yet though. We're not done. We're not done. We're not done. We're not done. Take the position, take the W, paste it in, and there we go. Now it should rotate center. The whole wheel will be wobbling. There, you're also going to want to take the orientation of it too as well. It's still a little wobbly, but it's not as bad. But yeah, take the orientation of the W thing. Kind of what I just did there. But ladies and gentlemen, here is our freaking unit. I think, is this like my unit? Like, am I done with my freaking, also one last thing here. If you put a material on your car that is not in the material loader, you're going to want to take it from the material service, which is down well, mine is all the way down here. Whatever material you have, you're going to want to put it into the material loader, because this is what, loads all your materials in every single game that you join. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, my complete NB Miata from the good old slot car starter pack. Huge shout out to Kato for finding this, giving us this, whatever he did. I have no idea what he did, but huge shout out to freaking Kato for getting us this good old NB Miata for the slot car starter pack. Now, in a couple of weeks, like maybe 1 to 2 or 3 weeks after this video goes out, I want to do a slot meet with just the slot car starter pack NB Miata. I think that'd be super cool, because I want to see what you guys build here and what type of builds you guys come up with. As you guys see, we're in my brand new cons rest area right here. We're gonna have the meet here, but join my Discord, link down below in the description. I'll make an announcement, and I'll make an event page or like an event thing for it, and I'll announce it in my streams and stuff like that. But yeah, stay tuned for a NB Miata slot car starter pack slot meet, just strictly that Miata. So that will be kind of cool. I really want to see what you guys come up with. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this tutorial was easy for you guys to follow. I tried my best to stay on topic and keep it as organized as possible. Hopefully this video isn't too long either. Right now the recording is about 2 hours long. Hopefully it's not too bad. I'll try to cut it down. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate every single one of you for watching today's video. Guys, give Kato like a kiss or something like that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate every single one of you guys for watching today's video. And I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.
Okay, baby, it's green. Nigga, what the fuck else only tighten up, nigga, what make you bleed? So much I like Tory. Dang, I'm in my glory.